Do you ever wonder what are the qualities of those who are successful? Who are the ones who are leading big organizations, being innovators? What are the things that are making them excel? Why don't you have those qualities? What are the things that you're missing in your strengths of your attributes that are preventing you from being a successful leader and a winner? Today I was just scrolling through and I found a great informatic on what is the profile of attributes that help people be successful. So let's go take a look at that. Hope you all are doing well today while I'm pulling this up. Here we go. The winning profile. We can go through some of the words here. Let's look at this pictograph first. And this is on my X. But the winning profile. Here are the 8 qualities that help individuals, whether you're an entrepreneur, a manager, a leader of an organization, or you're a student, you're leading a group, whatever. These are the things that help you become a winner. First, you're a problem solver. Whatever it is, you get things done. It takes initiative and you execute plans effectively. The other thing is that you adapt quickly to changing circumstances, and all of these aspects of being a problem solver help you succeed. Uh, Adaptability is probably the most important component there. I have mentioned before that I'm a physician and I am trained in internal medicine and pediatrics. And part of that training is being uncomfortable. And then you eventually become comfortable being uncomfortable because it helps you adapt to situations that don't read the book. And I think that honestly has made me a better clinician and physician. 2, great networking skills. Build and nurture valuable relationships. This is something I'm working on personally, but you need to have great relationship capital. It's one of the aspects of the value equation. You need to have solid communication and listening skills. In communication, 90% of it is listening and reading the nonverbal cues of the person you're communicating with. You need to recognize that the power of collaboration and not always be a competitor. It's so important to collaborate with others, even if they don't have similar viewpoints as yourself. You want to be a leader, right? Inspire and motivate, set positive example through actions and not words, and be decisive. And the idea of being decisive is so important. You want to make sure that you practice making decisions, and it takes time. In medical school, you spend 4 years suggesting ideas. And then in residency, you have 3 to 4 years, maybe longer, depending on what your residency training program is, to suggest ideas. But the thing that sets young attendings apart from others is that ability to make decisions early on. And I think a lot of it is the practice that they were given whenever they were trainees. You want to never give up. I just did a recent video a couple days ago on resiliency and my personal struggles, but you want to be tenacious in the face of challenges. Understand that persistence and consistency leads to success, and maintain a positive attitude during adversity. It's really hard, but you don't want to seem like a Eeyore, mopey individual whenever you're going through your own struggles. People respect you if you can continue to have that positive outlook. You want to be ambitious and have a risk-taking nature. Embrace challenges with enthusiasm and a willingness to step out your comfort zone. And understand that failure is an opportunity for you to learn and grow. Failure, and I've mentioned this before, failure in itself is really just the opportunity to learn a more efficient and optimized path in whatever you're doing. You're A/B testing, right? And if you fail, maybe go the other path next time. You've learned a more effective way of doing things. You need to internalize the lesson that you've gained and make sure that it's part of you whenever you go forward. I think the idea for number 6 here of continuously learning, being hungry for knowledge and self-improvement is so important. You want your business to be in a state of learning and always implementing process improvement, but you also want yourself to be in a state of always looking for process improvement. The biggest investment you can make is into yourself, whether that's through education or if it's through skill building. Whatever it is, it's so important. My residency program director said to me on my graduation day that I was one of the most self educated people in residency. But I'm here to tell you that it wasn't just for learning just to learn it. I was building my skills. Okay. It was important for me to invest in myself so that I can take that skill set forward and make that part of me and differentiate myself on the marketplace whenever I was looking for jobs. And that's what this is about. You always want to be skill building and improving yourself as much as you can. And once you have embedded some of these former skills, then you're working to make an impact and build your legacy. You want to focus on creating meaningful change, not only on money. And that's what it's about. You want to be a value creator. How can you bring value to the marketplace? How do you innovate in your workplace? But then also, if you want to leave your workplace, how do you leave that impact on the world and on society? And this is what we should strive for if you want to be a winner. I think once you find your purpose, your sole purpose, it's easier to be passionate about contributing to society. And you're valuing long term impact over short term gains. And the last item here is intuition. You recognize patterns and opportunities others might miss. This is part of being a systems thinker, which I myself believe myself to be. But it's really having that entrepreneur mindset, looking and finding opportunities where others might have the mind block of saying that they can't do it. You have a sense of finding the right opportunity and making right decisions that others might find illogical. So important. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Said by the Rockefeller, John J.D. Rockefeller. And for those of you interested in Rockefeller, um, his family legacy is one of the most wealthy in history because he's imparted a lot of these aspects into how he created his impact on the world and left a lot for his family over multiple generations. And this is how you create generational wealth. This is what it, when people say, "How do I create generational wealth?" They use this as their structure. I think you all can read through some of this in the future whenever you go back to it. And today, I just wanted to end with how to get power because I find this so important. This is from a book. It is called The Greatness Guide by Robin Sharma. Here's a simple truth I've learned from the best leaders I've worked with as a success coach, professional speaker, and leadership consultant. The only way to truly get power is to give it away. The more you rely on, trust, and believe in your team, and the bigger the investment you make in getting them to their greatness, the larger will be the commitment, engagement, and outright devotion they have towards you. Power doesn't come from forcing people to listen to you and coercing them to do what you say because you have the right title on your business card. Real power comes when you spread your passion, offer people a reason to climb your strategic mountaintops, treat them with rare respect, and give them the permission to shine, grow, and lead without title. Be there for people, and they'll be there for you. Simple stuff, but as I mentioned earlier, he's a pretty simple guy. And this former CEO of Wells Fargo, it's the best 5 players that win the game, not the best 5 players. Seems like an interesting book. I personally haven't read it. I did ask Grok to summarize some of the key points of it. So it's really a book on daily habits, continuous learning, work excellence, risk taking, and discipline focus. Some of the 5 lessons are: your daily choices shape your life, your everyday actions and decisions build your future, and small, consistent efforts can lead to big results. To never stop learning, continue reading, and really, whenever you're learning, you're continuously implementing a process change for optimization and excellence. And you're striving for excellence. You're mastering your craft and letting your skills set you apart. This helps you become fulfilled, but it differentiates you in the marketplace. It's key to take risks and step out of your comfort zone, and focus and discipline leads to genius. There's a lot more there that Grok gave me, but just wanted to share a lot of that with you. I thought it was important and how it linked in today's video, especially with regards to the idea of what traits are needed to have excellence and be a winner. All right, folks. Well, I hope you appreciated today's video. We spent time reviewing the 8 big traits of winners and what it takes to be a leader and to be powerful, and how you can differentiate yourself in the marketplace, get the job you want, and or lead your business to new heights. This is Michael with Aimed Intentions. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.